We grow up believing that confidence is everything, that certainty is strength, and doubt is weakness. We're told to trust ourselves, to believe, to move forward without hesitation, as if uncertainty is something to be ashamed of. But what if the opposite is true? What if doubt is not the enemy of truth, but its very beginning? There is a kind of honesty that lives in those quiet moments when you question who you are, when you wonder if you've been walking the right path, when everything that once felt solid begins to shake. Most people run from those moments. They cover them up with plans, goals, routines, distractions, because certainty feels safer than reflection. It feels more stable, more secure. But is it really? Or is it just more comfortable? But certainty can be a cage, a soft, invisible prison built from beliefs we never bothered to question. It tells us who we are, what we should want, how we should live our lives, and we follow it because it's so much easier than facing the vast, intimidating unknown of not knowing. It gives us a script, yet the moment you begin to doubt, truly doubt, you open the door to freedom, because to doubt yourself is to admit that you are still alive, still growing, still searching for something more. It means you haven't surrendered your curiosity to comfort. It means you're still willing to meet yourself as a mystery, as a work in progress. And isn't that where all the adventure of life really is? The people who never question themselves are often the ones most lost. They live inside a story they didn't write, repeating what others told them to believe, confusing conviction with clarity. They're like actors who have forgotten they're on a stage, playing a role that was handed to them. But there's a quiet bravery in saying, "I don't know." There's a profound humility in not pretending to have it all figured out. Tao humbles the ego. It breaks the illusion that we have any real control. It strips away the performance of confidence and forces you to see yourself as you are fragile, uncertain, human. And in that vulnerability, something extraordinary happens. You begin to see with new eyes. You begin to understand that growth doesn't come from having all the answers, but from the willingness to keep asking better questions. It's about evolving your inquiry, not just collecting facts. So, maybe doubt isn't a storm to survive, but a mirror. A mirror that shows you what's real, what's still unresolved, and what you've been avoiding behind the comfortable mask of certainty. Because the truth is, confidence without reflection is arrogance. And clarity without doubt is just an illusion. Every philosopher who ever searched for meaning began with a question. Every artist who ever created something timeless and beautiful began with a sense of uncertainty. Even love itself begins in doubt, that fragile, terrifying hope that maybe, just maybe, this person will see us and will finally be understood. Doubt is the space where possibility is born. So the next time you feel unsure, don't rush to escape it. Don't scroll. Don't numb. Don't busy yourself. Just sit there for a moment. Let the doubt move through you like a tide, because on the other side of that tide is understanding. Not the kind that shouts and boasts, but the kind that whispers. It's a deeper, more personal form of knowing. The courage to doubt is the courage to see, to peel away the layers of expectation, both internal and external, and face yourself in your rawest form. To say, maybe I was wrong about that. Maybe I've changed. Or, most powerfully, maybe I'm still becoming who I'm meant to be. That's not weakness. That's growth. That's the quiet evolution that happens in the dark, unseen by others, but profoundly real. It's the internal alchemy that transforms uncertainty into wisdom. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need the courage to keep asking the questions that scare you, the ones that challenge your most fundamental beliefs, because every time you dare to question yourself, you come a little bit closer to a version of you that is truer, freer, and more awake. It's like clearing a path through a dense forest. Each question is a step forward into the light, and one day, you'll look back and realize that what you called doubt was never meant to break you. It was guiding you. It was a compass pointing you toward the truth. The kind of truth that doesn't always comfort, but always liberates. It was the force that kept you from settling, from stagnating, from accepting a life smaller than the one you were capable of living. That's the gift of doubt, the gift of being human. Thank you so much for watching and reflecting with me today. If this resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you'd like this video and subscribe to the channel for more conversations like this. It really helps us grow this community. Until next time, be brave enough to ask.